Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with the Flex Friday workout. Let's begin right away with 3 minutes of warm-up pace cardio, and then we'll get a couple rounds through. There's some vestibular stimulation in this and a lot of general purpose warm-up stuff, and I want you to take the first round of the giant set and kind of just move through it. So feel free to change the weight as you go through this workout. And with the warm-up being general, all right? So 4 handstand kick-ups, which you can do on the ground if you like to, or you can do them against the wall. You could do a wall walk-up, but get upside down a little bit. Next one is gonna be, again, Coach's challenge on that is gonna be a candlestick to a somersault. So again, we start standing up, we roll back into a candlestick, and then forward into a somersault, and then stand, okay? So it's just adding a little spice to the candlestick and a little dizziness, a little vestibular stimulation for you. Sumo inchworm, so wide stance, plant those hands between your feet, walk yourself out to the front plank position, do your push-up, optional if you want to, walk back, try to keep your hands flat on the ground and not posted up, right? Really stretch out your hips and hammies when you do that, and then stand back tall. Next is 45 seconds of plank press-ups, so we'll start on your hands, go down to your elbows, and then back up to your hands, down to your elbows, back up to your hands, and just keep working back and forth for 45 seconds. And then the last one is some warm-up reps of the bench press. We are going to be doing pause bench press, so practice that right out of the gate when you do your warm-ups so that you remember to do it when you've actually got load on the bar. So we're going down to your chest, contacting your chest, but not unloading. We're not relaxing down here. We're staying tense, holding for a heartbeat, and then driving back up. Down in contact, heartbeat, drive back up. That is the movement, the main movement that the whole giant set or the Flex Friday workout is built around. And we're gonna have anywhere between 60 to 70% at the top end for that lift, all right? So feel free to start in the 40 to 50% and then inch your way up as you go through 4 rounds of the workout. And this is what we would call a giant set or a conditioning set or a strength and conditioning set. You can choose to call it whatever you want. I call it Flex Friday because it has a lot of really good bodybuilding and functional training exercises in it that will be very helpful for you all the way around, right? So pause bench is the number one thing that we're doing. After you get done with pause bench, we have 2 relatively high volume sets of arm accessory. So starting with a band curl. So I'm standing on top of the band and curling both arms to my chest. And then immediately afterward, same rep count of a tricep extension. So now I'm going the opposite direction. I'm pushing down. Try to get your elbows as bent as you can get them at the top and as straight as you can get them at the bottom. And if you want a little extra, you can kind of turn your thumbs outward when you go down. Next one is gonna be a contrast set of some shoulder and chest work. So now I've got 2 dumbbells at my bench, and we're gonna do a combo, 12 reps, first of the chest fly, right, which is arms mostly straight, but my elbows are slightly bent and turned out to the side. I'm gonna go down until the dumbbells are about in line with my torso, and then squeeze them back together. And when I get done with 12 reps of the chest fly, I'm gonna sit up, stand, and I'm going to my bent over position, and I'm going the exact opposite direction. So now I'm doing my rear delt raise, right? So the first one was pulling with the front side muscles, second one is pulling with the back side muscles, right? And then set those dumbbells down, 12 and 12. Next one, I'll have my 2 heavy objects, and I'm gonna do farmer's carry for 4 lengths of the room, right? So just pick them up one time, tuck the chin, pull those shoulder blades back, and we're just walking down and back twice, right? So 4 lengths of the room, 4 by 40 feet. Last one, monkey hang. Say either 30 seconds or to failure, whatever comes first. So if I've got my feet on the ground a little bit, or if I start with my feet off the ground and then put my feet down to make it to 30 seconds, that's good, right? If you can last for longer than 30 seconds, go up to a minute. Don't be up there for like 5 minutes, but also don't come off after like 15 seconds, okay? So think of this as a reasonable fatigue limit for your shoulders and your grip, and recognize that it's going to be harder because you just did a relatively heavy farmer carry, all right, just beforehand, okay? So that is the sequence of events. If you finish all 4 and you want some extra credit work, there's a handful of additional exercises that you can do. There's some side planks. You can raise your lower leg on the side planks to make it a little harder. Dumbbell pullover, which is one of my favorite shoulder exercises. And Just make sure when you do it, we're reaching all the way up over your head, keeping those arms mostly straight, and then pulling back over your body. And then a band shoulder raise. Yeah, this is a great one. Really good shoulder rehab exercise, but use the small band for this and try to keep your palms and your thumbs facing up. So I'll step on one piece of the band, and then I'm pointing my arms at a 45-degree angle away from me. Not straight ahead, not straight to the side, but halfway between those two. So 45 degrees going from my waist up to above parallel. I'm just raising that band straight up at 45 degrees, okay? Those are my extra credit exercise. Get 2 rounds, 3 rounds, something so that you feel a little bit of activation and burning sensation, but those last 3 exercises should not be awful. They should just be finishers, okay? That's it for this Friday. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on Saturday.